Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Writing Automation Scripts. Today, we're going to be looking at a really simple username and password field to get through our login screen here on this new URL. So we're going to be using Puppeteer again because I think Puppeteer works well for this, as it's going to be pretty low level stuff. So here, pretty basic, right? We type in any username, so I'll just type in Automize, okay, and then a password 12345 6. I push login, okay, and it says, right, I'm logged in. When I refresh the page, you can see here I'm still logged in. The reason you see that is because it says log out, right? And then I can push this log out button, and it'll says I'm logged out. I refresh the page, right? I mean, this works pretty much exactly how you would expect. So now, how would I do this in Puppeteer? Well, I'll show you two ways of doing it. The first of which is, let's go to this login screen, and we're just going to set that as our main URL. And then, exactly as you would, we'll go to Automize, click on the username here. Let's do this. Name, username, that's good. Let's interact, enter text, copy this, boom. We don't need these. Okay, this is going to be Automize. Okay, and then the next one, I'm guessing the next one's just going to say password. So let's take a look here. Type is password. Name is password. Okay. And same thing. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Generally, you're not really supposed to put your username and password in plain text in the code. But for this demo, it's fine. So just keep that in mind if you're like writing this for a company or something. And then, then we push the login button exactly as I did it. Oh, I don't really like that though. This looks good. And we're going to click on it. Okay. So we'll copy that and we'll do this. Okay. And then we should be logged in. Yeah, let's see. How do we demo that we're logged in? We'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. That's actually our password, and Automize is our username. So we'll log in. I guess we'll just add a delay here. I can just show you on the screen that we're logged in. So let me do that 1 second. Okay, and we're back. So I added this. Basically, this will just wait forever. Also, remember when I said these weren't needed? They are actually needed. I forgot that. This is the element, right? And then on that element, we want to type, and this returns a promise. It's a little unintuitive, but that's just how Puppeteer is. I also added this wait for selector, just so that, it makes it a little more durable. So now if we run this, whoops, okay, we do this, and we're going to open it up over here. We'll see it types it in and then logs us in just like that. Okay. And so it's just going to wait forever. That's how the script works. So that's one way of doing it, which works fine if you want to do it this way. But 9 times out of 10, the login is going to be tricky, right? You might have an email authentication, some kind of SMS, some this or some that. That is where I can show you. So one thing we didn't talk about is, how does this website know that I'm logged in, right? Because I'm refreshing the page. How does it know that I am logged in? Well, if you come into the network tab, what your web browser is actually doing is every time you request the website, which is right here, it is sending along this cookie, okay, which you've probably heard of before, that basically contains my login information here. Now, this is generally sensitive information, and the only reason I'm showing it is because this is like not a real website. But this cookie right here, you might have heard of a session token before. That's this right here. And actually, if you go to something like jwtdecode.io like this, and you type in that cookie, you can see that it gets decoded. Here's my username. Oops, I don't know where it went. And then here it has some other information. But so that's actually where this comes from. It's just base 64 encoded, and it just depends on the type of website that you're in. But what we can do is actually just stub this out, right? So instead of doing the whole login stuff, we can just tell Puppeteer, in this case, to just send across this exact cookie when we request the website. So I think the easiest way of doing that is by, coming to Automize. Let's get rid of that. And we just want to get a dummy network request. This website doesn't have any, but this one actually does. And the reason it needs to be dummy is just because I just kind of want to steal the code generation features of Automize. So what we would do is we're going to force the request. Okay. We don't care about anything, but the headers we do care about. And the headers that we care about is just that one cookie one. So let's switch it to GUI mode. We can pretty much get rid of all of this. And I'm just going to write this by hand. But we're going to come here, right? So if you remember correctly, it is just cookie. Okay. So cookie. And that is going to equal this data right here. Okay. I'll just paste that in there. Save this. Take a look here. Yep, looks good. And basically what it's going to do is it is going to, anytime there's a request, it's going to replace the cookie that should be empty with our session token. And then the rest of it, we don't care about at all, and even including this URL. So I'm going to copy this. We're going to come to our script. We can get rid of all this because we no longer need to enter in our username and password. And as a matter of fact, let's do this up here. Okay, so this is really gross looking. But basically what this is just setting up the like Puppeteer to intercept network requests. And let's see, all of these we don't really care about because we just want to do all of them. So on a request, right, we're going to continue with this session cookie that we stole. And then it does like some extra boilerplate stuff. But yeah, so now when we come to this, I guess we don't really need to go to the login page. We can just go straight to the main one because we are logged in according to this. And we should see that it's logged in. So let's run this. Okay. Oops. So if we run this, you can see that we're logged in, right? Because we're logged in right here. Now, so will I be doing this method? If I was scraping this website, I would pretty much do this every single time. Now, there are some downsides to this. This session token will expire, so you have to pretty much keep this up to date within like 30 minutes to an hour, which is annoying. And like it's a little finicky. There might be some other things you have to worry about. But generally, this is a really easy way to bypass logins when you're writing like scraping scripts. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I will do my best to respond. If you have any future video ideas, please leave those in the comments, as well as if you have any feature requests for Automize. I would love to hear about those. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.